Hi everybody, it's Jackie, and this is my last flip through my December daily of 2018. I finally finished it. So I'm going to show you the last few pages that I did, and then I'm going to do another video that'll be a completed flip through front to, start to finish. So as you can see, I accidentally set it down in some red paint. I tried to wipe it off, but whatever. Now I've got a little stain on the cover, and it's okay. Look at this beast. It's so ridiculously fat at this point. Like I mentioned in my last video, I did end up taking out the fourth signature, so it's only 3 signatures. And that helped a little, but it didn't save it. It's still way too chunky. So let's take a look at the last few pages. I am so happy to be done this. I can't even express it in words. I feel like it's been hanging over my head. For the first half of the year. So this is where we left off, and like I've said in previous videos, it's so chunky at this point, my hands have to be in the video. I have to hold it open or you won't see anything. So this is where we left off, and then we get into the 26th, and truthfully I didn't spend as much time on these pages as the other ones because it's just so late in the year and I wanted to get it done. So for day 26 I went with kind of like a blue and red theme because I had this picture of the plane that I took back from Moncton to Toronto, and it was so blue. So I used blue watercolor on my page. I just wrote my journaling with a little food in a suitcase. I put some Mamby stickers here, another one of my artist trading circles. And I just did a little brush lettering up here. Really simple page. And then on the opposite, I had this craft paper page that was like a half page. So I just put some glitter tape top to bottom, a couple of Mamby stickers here, and just did my journaling about the ride home. As soon as I got home, my sister and I went out and bought TVs. I was like off the plane for 20 minutes. My sister had actually bought it while I was on the flight, and we went and picked them up because they were on sale for Boxing Day, which is a Canadian after Christmas holiday where you shop, as if you didn't get enough for Christmas. So the stitching was already on the page. I just had this great photo of my sister and I and our 2 TVs. I put some enamel dots on it. I put OMG TV. These are some thickers because, yeah, I'm still using dimensional elements even when it's this fat. Who cares? It's too late now. And then this page was already decorated with this print on it. So I just covered up, there was like a picture of a bug here. So that's why I put the picture down here, and it's my sister. We went to dinner after we got our TVs. And then I just did some journaling around the page and kept that one really simple because I love these pattern papers. I don't need to mess them up with more stuff like washi tape or whatever. And this one was so pretty, I just didn't want to mess it up at all. So I just did a little scripting at the bottom. I love this time of year, and just left it because it's pretty. On the other side, I didn't have much in the way of photos for this part of the year. So I saw this meme on Facebook and I loved it. It's how I feel over Christmas. 1st to 26th, festive. 27th to 31st, confused, full of cheese, unsure of the day of the week. January, etc., fat. And that sums up my after Christmas feelings. I liked it a lot, so I put that in. Did a little bit of journaling of how I spent the day and just a little bit of washi tape. I talked about how I finally set up my TV and I started playing The Legend of Zelda on it, and I just put like a little typewriting caption. This print, this was plain craft paper, and before December even started, I felt like drawing plaid. Or actually my sister got a plaid stamp, that's what happened, and I stamped plaid on it and colored it with a marker. So this one was actually already decorated before I got to it, so that was easy. More memes. When I woke up on the 28th, I checked my phone and I saw this picture of Sailor Moon saying, "I missed my bed." And it resonated with me so hard that because that was the moment I was feeling when I saw it. So I just printed it off and I put it on my page for 28th. And I just did like a blue piece theme. These are some die cuts I got in a swap over the summer from the December Daily Inspiration group, Anything Goes on Facebook. And this was one of the artist trading circles I got. And I just put a little bit of Little B washi tape down here. Some journaling here, and yeah, nice and simple. Day 29, I went clothes shopping with my sister because it was a sale, and so I just put a picture of some sweaters that I picked up. This doily was already on the page, so I just put some washi tape and a couple little critters, little lettering up here, and some red. I used a Jane Davenport mermaid marker to do a little bit of red around the border. And yeah, that's all there is on that one. Day 30, I didn't even really have any notes about this day. Not much happened. So I had this envelope, so I just did a little collage on the front where I put some patterned paper and a tag, and I just said 2018 is winding down. I used some stickers there, put my numbers on it, and a little bit of acrylic paint behind them. In here, I did a journaling card. I just cut out a piece of patterned paper and stuck a 3x4 journaling card on it to decorate it. And on the back, I just wrote about how I spent my day. And I underlined my journaling, and I did a sketchy border around it, and just put a little, sorry about the noise, my sink is acting up. Little sticker on there. And then on this side, I hit 4,000 subscribers on my channel. Thank you, everyone. I get so excited to watch that little number climb. So I put that in my book, and I just put so proud with some lettering, back with some acrylic red paint, and I just did a little typewriter. I don't know if you can read it. It's pretty dark. Typewriter caption on it. I tried to outline this thing in green using a Jane Davenport marker, and it was so much ink that came out that it just looks messy. Whatever. And then the other thing I always do the last time of year is I make a pie. So on the 30th, I actually cut out the letters, or the numbers 2019 out of pie dough. So I just put this little caption: the first time I write the year, it's always in pie dough. And I just backed it with a little piece of red velvet that I had left in my stash, a little scrap. And the pattern paper was already really pretty, so I didn't do too much else with that. And then I did New Year's Eve. This was some journaling, actually, I think for the 30th. Yeah, this journaling belongs to the 30th. I just put it on a journaling card. The ribbon was already in the book, and I just put a little washi tape under it. Then New Year's Eve, my sister and I both had to work, and what I love about this picture is that this was my regular shift. We worked like 8 to 4, but my sister's used to being on the night shift, so she looks exhausted because she's usually doesn't work until 4 in the evening. She works 4 to 12. So it's just a picture of the two of us at work before the sun comes up, and she looks so sleepy, and that's how we spent our New Year's Eve. I just put like this little die cut here and some alphas, and I watercolored it blue. A lot of blue towards the end of the book. I tend to do that as, like, I don't feel as good using red and green after Christmas is over, so I do tend to lean towards blue. I just used a gold paint pen to draw a border. And then the last thing I did in the year was finish making the pie. So there's like there's my mise en place. The mincemeat is in the pie crust. The stars and the numbers are ready. I got my sugar and my egg wash, and I'm ready to assemble it. And my sister and I had a cheese fondue. So there's the cheese and like some baguettes and some things to dip in it. And I just did some typewriter captions. And then I had some pages left. So I did a few more things. I did a closing page to talk about what I was grateful for. I just did some writing. And then I had the title page from the original December Love book. When you first opened it, that was the first page had a title. And I cut it out and I put it out down here. And then I just put some, I used my Jane Davenport Golden Age pen to do it's supposed to be gold ink, and it totally isn't. It's super brown. It's a little shimmery, and so I used that to color anywhere I hadn't written. And then I had these little Mambi stickers from one of those giant Mambi sticker pads, and I put little leaves on it, or little, what are they called? Pine needles. And then I decided to write a list of everything I achieved last year, because I was really proud of the things I did last year. It was my first year in a long time living on my own. It was my first time going back to work after a long period of time, and I just thought, you know what, let's give myself a little bit of credit. So I wrote up a list, I put it on Microsoft Word, I changed it to a typewriter font, and then I just sized it to this size page, and I just taped it in, and then watercolored around the outside with green, and then I just put some washi tape top and bottom, and I listed all kinds of things that I achieved this year. And that's it. There were 2 pages left, and I decided to leave them. One more December Love page to kind of take us back to the roots of where this book came from. And then there was just the other side of the gold page, and I liked that as a closing page. And that's it. That's the end of my book. So you'll get one more video from me, and that'll be a completed flip through. And that's it for December Daily. Oh my goodness, like we're in March. This is ridiculous. If you followed me throughout the season, while I put this thing together, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that watched. I'm so happy with this book. I think it's my best December Daily ever, and see you again next year. Thanks for watching.